Sorry, sir. No, sir.
So observe the picture very carefully, right from the background, number of characters, their age, gender, and mood. Encircle your hero, write down the action of the story. I will give you only 5 minutes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, are you sharing your screen because I'm not able to see your screen? May I
Yes, I
know
have
if it's
shared my screen.
on my. Okay, I'm rejoining it.
Okay.
So can we start writing story?
Yes, all of you start writing. 5 minutes. Okay, so now everyone, you can stop writing. Those who have joined late, they can continue writing their stories. Meanwhile, I am allotting the chess numbers. You all can revise your story. Whatever you have written, please revise it. Okay, so I have allotted the chess numbers. Number one is Pavan, second Sahil, third Muktesh, fourth Rushikesh, fifth Aman, sixth Shikha, seventh Akshay, and eighth is Khyati.
Yeah. Shall I
Sir,
start, sir?
ninth Dhruv.
Yes, Dhruv. Dhruv also. Yes, ninth is Dhruv. So all of you switch on your cameras and then narrate and do the group discussion. Okay. So now chess number one, you can start a narration.
Yes, sir. In the picture, I perceive two characters of age 40 to 45, both men, and the mood of the picture is negative. The title of the story is The Bravery of the Railway Worker. Ravi, a railway worker who was posted in remote village, whose work was to give signals to the train passing by. One day, a thief and his gang planned to loot a train. They tried to scare the Ravi with gunpoint and told him to signal the stop signal for the train. Ravi overpowered the man who was holding the gun and took the control of gun and told the thief to leave the place. Later, Ravi complained about the situation to the railway police, and Ravi was awarded for his bravery move. Thank you.
Next.
So, good morning, good evening, friends. From the picture, I perceive two characters, age around 28 to 32. Both are male, both are in neutral mode. Action of story: catching a drug dealer. As Ravi, 28, and SI in the Gujarat police, as he got a lead to that the drug deal is going to happen, so he informed his troop member and informed his seniors and asked for the forces to catch them. And as he got the permission, he made proper arrangements and briefed his troop members. And after that, he made ensure the public safety in that area. And after that, He also evacuated the area in which the drug deal is going to happen and surrounded the area and closed all the doors in from which they can exit and made announcement for the warning and surrendering to them and catch them and taken them to the police station, and after that taken some more got some more info from them and made progress in the case, and after that taken some more members and catch them also and proceeded further in the syndicate. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I perceive two characters, age between 30 to 35, both in neutral mood. Harsh, a 24-year-old boy, was living at Rohini in Delhi. He was studying at night. So, while studying, he looked through his window. He found out that two thieves are breaking the lock and entering a house nearby. He immediately clicked photographs as evidence. He then informed police by calling on 100. He then informed his localites by calling them, and together they went to overpower them. While they were armed, they threw the heavy materials like wooden block so that they are unarmed. While this was happening, they catch hold of the thieves. While the police arrived, then they handed over them. Also, he called the neighbors to inform about the incident. He later on took permission from his neighbor and locked the door. In this way, he was able to handle the situation and handed over the thieves to police. Thank you.
Next.
Good evening, gentlemen. Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. In this story, I pursue two characters, age near about 26 to 28 years. About mood is neutral. In this picture, in this picture, Rajesh was working as a railway sub inspector in Mumbai city. He got news of his member, of his some of the worker from some of the his team member. Some of the terrorists put on gun on his team member. So and and disturb the try to disturb the railway rule line. So he got news from his team, his some of worker. He decided to go for this incident and inform to near platform railway. He he informed the near railway station, stop the railway and wait for wait for his message. He take action and reach this destination with his team. He will plan with his team member. Some of the terrorists was injured with fire from his gun, and in he and some of the he hand over and Rajesh hand over to his senior uh, and save his and thankful for those worker who who are aware for this incident. Thank you.
Next.
A very good evening to all gentlemen. My name is Aman Kumar, and I perceive two characters from the picture. Male age is between 30 to 35 years old. Action of story is on a secret mission to capture drug dealers, and mood is neutral. Arun is 30 years old, man currently working as an inspector in narcotics team. One day, Arun got an information about the drug dealing activity in the nearby area. He immediately called his team and shared information about the activity. He formed a six members team from the all members and ordered them to be in a simple dresses so that no one noticed them. They arrived on the spot within 15 minutes, and Arun ordered the other four members to be stay outside the spot, and he and his buddy went into the spot. When they got an opportunity to capture them, they arrested them on the gunpoint, and the mission was successful. Thank you.
Next.
Good evening, friends. I have perceived two characters. Both are male, age is around 30 to 40 years old, and both are in positive mood. Pranjal, 32 years old, was an officer from crime branch. One day, he got an information about drug smuggling in a nearby area. So he shared this information with his colleagues, and he made a plan and shared it with them. And they went to the place. They divided in teams, and they surrounded that place, and After a long fight and firing, they caught all the culprits and collected all the evidences and sent them to the senior. And after that, they he thanked his teammates and he got praised also. Thank you.
Gentlemen, from the picture, I perceive two characters. Both are male of age around 36. Both were in positive mode. The action of my story is catching a thief. So Ram was inspector posted in district Dahar. He got intel about a thief activity in village Bursham, and he also got intel about the location of the hiding of the thief. He organized his team, discussed about the ideas, and got on conclusion to lead an ambush in the afternoon in the civil attire. And they reach at the location on confirming the identity of the thief. They active then uh, then they operate on the location, and while operating they catch the thief red-handed and collect the stolen items from the possession of the thief and put him behind the bars and return the stolen item to the owners of the items. And for further interrogation he also get to know about his party members and also catch them and solve the problem of thief activities in his district and maintain the law and order in his district. Thank you.
Next.
Is it Vikas, no?
After Akshay, Khyati.
She just joined right
Dhruv.
now.
Yeah, I think she's facing a network issue. Dhruv, you can narrate.
Yes. So, good evening, gentlemen. I have perceived two characters, both male, aged 23 and 25. The the title is training at IMA. So I have Harsh and Ram, both were candidates at IMA. Harsh was leading the path as both of them were given a task to find an object in an abandoned house somewhere in the north. Harsh found the house, being a good navigator, as map was allocated to him. While Ram was as trained, while Ram was trying to protect him and keeping an eye over else, while Harsh was trying to open the door with a metal rod. Within few minutes, he found the object in the house colored red. Both completed the task within stipulated time of 6 hours and reported to the base and successfully completed the task by handing over the red colored object.
Gentlemen, most of us consider there were two characters into the picture. So let us make a theme around these two characters and decide on the action.
The characters are seen too, so we will be. I think the most of the age group is between 35 to 40, so we will consider the age group as seen.
Yeah, gentlemen, I agree with both of your points, but yeah, we can go for some 32 to 35 and we can make them some police officials because he's holding a gun. Yeah, so we can move forward with it.
Yeah, and in this manner we can formulate our actions like catching some smuggling activities in relation to the drugs.
Yeah, we can go further with the drug dealing concept in which he is going to catch the syndicate.
I also like the concept of opening a container with a metal rod, which may contain some drugs.
Yeah, gentlemen, but if we have to take this smuggling, then there is something not so much we can make a container out of.
But if we
And
consider them as a police officer, if we look carefully the facial expression, it doesn't look the same. So we cannot consider them as police.
We can go with that they are holding a gun, so they are going to catch the people who are going to put the guns in the container.
Yeah.
So exactly, so they are the victims, not the culprit, not the police officer.
The daily sub inspector officer, he got news some of the drug trafficking in his rule. He take action from his smuggler.
gentlemen, if we go with the police officers, they may be in the civil attire, and in civil attire, their identity is not to be marked by the thief and the drug smugglers. In that manner, they can easily overpower them and solve the problem of for the drug smuggling.
So if you are considering them as police officer, most of them agree with this point.
Yeah. And in the further, we can use the our team members to discuss them with the ideas how we can capture the drug smugglers.
So first
Yeah,
of
we
all,
can
they
go
got
with
the
the
inputs
police
from the
officer
intelligent core. They got the inputs about the smugglers activity.
We can go with that intelligence team to come to them, and after that they brief the officials and divide the positions and the responsibility to capture and surround them.
Yeah, and in that matter, they can also lay the ambush there. In the ambush matter, on confirming the identity of the thief, they overpower him and put him behind the bars. And on further interrogation, they get to know about his party members also to solve the further future problems that are going to be happen.
Yeah, I
So
would
we
like
can
to
go
say.
with first we have to maintain some arrangement for it, and after that we are going to capture.
So if we have to capture the dealer, the police
Because it was a smuggled
they
drug,
send
we
one
can
of
just
their constable
seat the
as a
drug into a
client.
container and then
Yes, and in this manner, the law and order is to be maintained into the territory of the operation. And in this manner, we have solved the issue.
Yeah,
Agree?
yeah. More of the story. Um, youth self. I think. Yeah.
So we have discussed with ourselves.
I'll go for one story.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for selecting this. So from the picture, we have two characters, age around 32 to 35. Both are in movie mode. Both are male, and one is a police officer and one is constable. So as they got the news about the drug deal is going to happen in some area, and so he informed his seniors and other officials and asked them for the permission to capture them. And after that, they got the forces for capturing them. After that, they made proper arrangements and secured the area by ambushing it. And after that, they followed the drug dealer and made them to happen the drug deal. And after that, they captured them and taken them for the interrogation. And after that, they got some info from them and captured the other syndicate members and made more progress in the case. Thank you.
Okay. So anyone left for the narration? I hope everyone has given the narration and done the discussion. So, Muktesh,
Yes, sir.
can you just recall what you have made in your story?
Basically, like the two characters are the thief. So my the protagonist is external, who was working
Hmm.
in who was studying at his home, and then when he looked through his window, he saw two thieves. So first of all, he captured the photographs as an evidence. He called the police. Then he informed his nearby localites so that they can overpower them. And then they follow. Then they went to that area. They threw the wooden box so that they can unarm them. And then they overpowered them. And while the police arrived, they handed over them. And he took permission from. Informed his neighbor about this incident in their place, and he with their permission he locked the place again.
Okay. Workable idea. Next is Rushikesh.
Yeah. In my story, sir. Um, in my story, Rajesh is working as a railway sub inspector officer. He got news from his worker. Some of the terrorists tried to disturb railway rule line and they tried to disturb rule line, and some of these worker member terrorists put on gun for one of the worker and tried to disturb the railway rule line. That times Rakesh informed his team and near to railway rule inform near to railway platform to waiting for his message, and he go for this incident, tactfully injure the terrorist and uh, hand over to his senior.
Okay. Sahil is fine. Dhruv?
Yes. So Ram and Harsh both were candidates at IMA. Both were given a task to find an object in an abandoned home. While Harsh was navigating with a map allocated to him, Ram was protecting him and keeping an eye by covering him. Harsh was trying to open the door using a metal door, metal rod. While both of them found and read the red object within a stipulated time of 6 hours, both reported to the center and completed the task by handing over the red object.
ओके तो ऐसा मतलब आप आईएमए की जगह कुछ और भी ले सकते हो, ठीक है?
कोई ट्रेनिंग सेंटर या ऐसा कुछ?
हाँ, कुछ और मेंशन करो, ठीक है? अक्षय की स्टोरी ठीक थी, बट बीच में अक्षय आप रुक गए थे एक जगह.
So I just forget the word operate. वो मुझे याद ही नहीं आया सर मूवमेंट पे, तो एक तो सेकंड लग गई फिर मुझे याद करने में.
हाँ, तो मतलब इतना लंबा पॉज नहीं देना है, ठीक है?
यस सर.
अमन, आपने क्या लिखा था आज?
Sir, operating a secret mission to capture the drug mafias.
ओके.
तो सर थोड़ा ओके. So sir, in my story, Arun is 30 years old man currently working as an inspector in the narcotics team. And one day he got information about the drug dealing activity in the nearby area. He immediately called his team and shared information about the activity. He formed a 5 members team from the all members and ordered them to be in normal dress up so that no one will notice them. They arrived on the spot within 15 minutes, and he ordered the 4 members to be stay outside the spot and behave as a normal people so that no one will notice them. And he and his buddy will go with in the sport on the spot. After that, the Arun found the drug mafias inside the sport, and he arrested them on the gunpoint. This was a successful mission, and after that, Arun was also praised by his seniors.
Okay. शिखा, आपकी स्टोरी तो अच्छी थी जो आपने लिखी. इट वाज अ गुड स्टोरी. बस नरेशन पे आपको काम करना है. जिस तरीके से आपने अपने हीरो को इंट्रोडक्शन दिया, राइट, और जिस तरीके से आपने पूरी अपनी एक्शन प्लानिंग लिखी है, स्टोरी आपने अच्छी लिखी है अपनी.
Okay, sir.
Pavan, you made some railway official.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Like, shall I narrate, sir?
Yeah.
Ravi, who is a railway worker, was posted in a remote village where his work was to give the signal to the trains passing. One day, a thief with his gang planned